Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. Your person has finally booked a room for you. They told their friends you are the one they cannot replace. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved soul. Breathe. Let your shoulders relax. Let your heart slow down for a moment. Because what is flowing toward you right now is not ordinary. It is not random. It is not by accident that you've landed on these words in this exact moment, in this exact energy, with this exact title calling your name. This is a whisper from destiny. A message from the unseen. A current of truth moving straight into your spirit. Don't scroll away. Don't distract yourself. Stay. Something huge is already forming around you, my beloved soul. Your person. Yes, that one. The one your heart keeps circling back to even when you tell yourself you're done. The one your energy still reaches for in the quiet moments. The one whose name still stirs something deep in your chest when you hear it, even if you try to pretend it doesn't. That person has done something that changes everything. They have finally booked a room. A room for you. Not for someone else. Not for casual company. Not for temporary comfort. Not for random plans. They booked a room for you. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay with this. Let every word land where it needs to. Because this room is not just four walls and a door. This room is a decision. This room is courage. This room is a confession waiting in silent air. This room is the moment their actions finally match the truth in their heart. Your person has been living in contradiction. Loud thoughts, quiet actions. Big feelings, small movements. Endless imagining, very little showing. But now, something inside them snapped, shifted, awakened. The delay became unbearable. The thought of losing you became more painful than the fear of vulnerability. They couldn't stay frozen anymore. So they did it. They chose a place. They looked at the date. They pressed, confirm. They booked that room with you in mind. Your name in their heart. Your face in their imagination. Your energy filling every corner before you've even crossed the threshold. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this choice did not come out of nowhere. This has been building for weeks. 4 months. For some of you, 4 years. They have watched your energy shift. They felt when you started pulling yourself back from them. When your messages slowed. When your energy became calmer, more centered on yourself, less entangled with their chaos. They noticed. They felt it like a cord gently loosening. A warmth slowly moving away from them. You thought they didn't care. You thought they were numb, detached, unaffected. But, my beloved soul, their silence was never emptiness. Their distance was never indifference. They were terrified. Terrified by how deeply they felt you. Terrified by how much power your presence had to move them, to expose them, to wake them. Terrified that you saw through the parts of them they weren't ready to admit even to themselves. And as you healed, As you rose. As you stopped begging, stopped chasing, stopped justifying. Something inside them panicked. What if they're really moving on? What if this time their energy doesn't come back? What if I lost my chance while I was thinking, hiding, doubting? Their chest tightened with a new kind of fear, not the fear of loving, but the fear of losing a love that felt heaven-sent. Don't skip. Stay till the end, my beloved soul. Because while you were quietly transforming, they were quietly unraveling. They started talking. Not to you, not yet, but to their friends. Late-night calls. Half-finished texts. Screenshots of your old conversations. Your pictures, your quotes, the song you once sent. They showed their friends more of you than they ever showed you of themselves. They told their friends, "This is the one I can't get out of my head. This is the one I compare everyone else to. This is the one who feels like home and mirror and storm and peace, all at once. No matter who comes near me, no one feels like them. No one matches their energy." Their friends listened. Some of them rolled their eyes at first, thinking it was just another phase. Some of them got quiet, because they saw the seriousness in their eyes when they spoke of you. And then someone finally said it. The question that cracked their denial open: if you love them this much, if you talk about them this often, if your whole energy changes when you say their name, why aren't you doing something about it? Those words hit hard. They landed like truth they could no longer dodge. Why aren't you doing something about it? Why are you letting fear drive, when your heart is screaming their name? Why are you holding back, when you know this soul is rare? Why are you wasting time, when every day without them feels a little more hollow? And in that moment, their excuses tasted bitter. Their justifications felt thin. Their walls felt heavy, not protective. So they made a choice. Not an impulsive text at 2 a.m. Not a half-hearted like on social media. Not a brief, "Hey stranger," message. No. They chose something bolder. More intentional. More permanent in its symbolism. They booked a room. A private space. A chosen place. Where the world cannot interrupt, where phones can be silenced, where the past can be addressed, and the future can be spoken out loud. They booked this room as a turning point. Not a momentary high. Not a casual meet-up. Not a repeat of old cycles. A turning point. A place where their heart finally steps forward, where their soul finally stops hiding, where their truth finally breathes without choking on fear. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay with this. Because in their mind, this room is for one thing, you. They want to see you with no distractions. No half-finished calls. No rushed conversations in cars. No glances across crowded rooms. They want you in front of them, eyes to eyes, hands maybe shaking a little, breath a little unsteady, but finally there. Heart to heart. Soul to soul. Energy to energy. They want to tell you everything. Why they stayed away. Why they went silent. Why they seemed to disappear just when the feelings got deeper. Why they chose distance over honesty. They want to explain the fears they didn't have language for back then. The wounds they tried to bandage alone. The shame they didn't want you to see. The confusion that made them push away the very thing they most wanted. Don't scroll. Don't check the time. Stay. Because all of that has been building toward this one choice, that room. They did not choose a crowded restaurant. They did not choose a place where they could hide behind noise, menus, and small talk. They chose a room. Because this time they don't want small talk. They want big truth. This is not about something purely physical. This is spiritual, emotional, transformational. They need a space where masks can fall safely. Where tears are not embarrassing. Where silences are allowed to exist without someone rushing to fill them. Where they can say what they could never text. My beloved soul. They told their friends something that shocked even them. They said, look, they're not just someone I'm attracted to. Not just someone I flirt with. Not just someone who makes me feel good for a moment. They're the one I can't replace. The one I can't forget. The one that every part of me keeps choosing, even when I try not to. They're my person. And when they said, my person, their voice trembled. Because those words felt too big and yet perfectly right. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. They have been imagining this room long before they clicked that "Book Now" button. They've imagined you walking in. The sound of your footsteps in the hallway. That moment your hand touches the door handle. That soft pause before you step through. They see your eyes searching the room, then landing on them. They imagine the first few seconds, so much unsaid. So much history. So much tension and tenderness mixed together. They imagine the deep breath you both take. The nervous smile. The urge to look away and the stronger urge to keep looking. They imagine being pulled toward you like there's a string between your souls, because there is. They want to tell you why destiny pulled you together in the first place. Why no matter how far you both wandered, other people, other distractions, other choices, you still felt this invisible thread. They want to talk about the times they checked your profile and then quickly closed it. The times they typed a message and deleted it. The times they heard your favorite song randomly and had to pretend they weren't affected. They want to confess the way your presence has changed them, even in your absence. My beloved soul, don't scroll away. They have been imagining a future, not just a moment in that room. They think about what it could mean to actually choose you, fully. To show up. To commit. To grow alongside you. They imagine waking up with you, sharing small routines, inside jokes, late-night talks, soft touches after long days. They imagine protecting you, not just from the world, but from their old version of themselves, the version that shut down, ran, sabotaged. They told their friends, I want them by my side, not just in my mind. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because as you leveled up, they felt it. They saw your glow up, not just appearance, but soul. Your boundaries. Your standards. Your refusal to settle. You started treating yourself the way you once begged others to treat you. And that shook them. Because suddenly, they weren't sure they still deserved a place in your life. Suddenly, they realized they would have to rise to meet you. They told their friends, "Being around them makes me nervous, but in a good way. They make me want to be better. They make me see everything differently." Their friends looked at them and said, "So what are you doing just sitting there, talking about them like a ghost story? They're real. They exist. Go do something." Those words were another jolt. So they did. They went from talking to acting. They picked a location that felt safe, neutral, calm. They imagined how the light would fall into the room. They imagined where you would sit, where they would sit. They stood in that space in their mind, and something inside them said, "This is where I finally tell the truth. Don't skip." As they made that reservation, their hands might have trembled. Their chest might have tightened. But underneath the fear was a strange peace. Because for once, they were doing something that aligned with their heart. They have been rehearsing this conversation. In the shower. On walks. Before sleep. While out in public, zoning out while people talk around them. They practice saying, "I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I went silent when you needed clarity. I'm sorry I made you doubt your worth. It wasn't because you weren't enough. It was because I was not ready to face my own wounds." They want to explain their past heartbreaks. The betrayal that still haunts them. The abandoned child inside them that panicked at the idea of fully trusting someone. The way real love triggered every unhealed part of them. They want to tell you, "You woke something up in me. Something I tried to keep buried. And it scared me because I didn't know who I would become on the other side of that awakening." My beloved soul, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Behind the scenes, another thing has been happening. They've been seeking counsel. They talk to a wise friend, someone older in spirit or in years. Someone who has loved deeply and lost and learned. They said to them, "I don't know what to do. I've never felt this way. I'm scared. What if I open up and they don't want me anymore? What if I speak my truth and they've moved on? What if I try and I ruin everything?" And that wise soul looked them in the eyes and said, "Not trying is what ruins things. Silence ruins things. Fear ruins things. If this person matters to you, if your soul feels pulled to them, you owe them the truth. Not perfection. Not a fairy tale. Just sincere, vulnerable truth." My beloved soul, those words created a ripple in them. They realized that regret is heavier than rejection. That, "what if," weighs more than, "I tried." That losing you peacefully after being honest would hurt less than losing you because they never tried at all. So they chose courage. Not because they feel ready, but because they feel you slipping away. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Your person has been looking back. Scrolling through old messages. Reading your words slowly. Seeing the love between the lines. Seeing the patience you showed. seeing the times you tried to communicate your needs. They see the jokes you made to cover your hurt, the emojis you used to soften your truth, the last message you sent before you started pulling away. They stare at that last conversation and whisper to themselves, "I should have answered differently. I should have asked how they really felt. I should have fought for this." They look at your photos, your smile, your eyes, your energy caught in still images. They feel a pressure in their chest and think, "How did I let this person feel alone? How did I make them doubt that I cared? How did I go quiet when I should have stepped up?" That room they booked is their way of saying, "No more running. No more hiding. No more silence. Don't skip. My beloved soul, this is important." They told someone close to them, with voice shaking, "I've never loved anyone like this." It's not about obsession. It's not about control. It's about this feeling that my soul recognizes them. They're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But when I think of them, my heart softens. My guard lowers. I feel like I'm finally being called to grow up emotionally, to stop playing games, to stop being scared. And that person said the simplest, most powerful thing, "Then surrender to it." Those words echoed in their mind. Surrender. To love. To vulnerability. To possibility. To the fact that real connection requires risk. Surrendering to this connection means letting go of ego. Of needing to be right. Of needing to be invulnerable. It means admitting, "I care. You matter. I was wrong. I'm scared. But I still choose you." My beloved soul, they're not just booking a room. They are making an internal promise, "When I see them, I will not run this time." Don't skip. Right now, even as you read this, they may be sitting alone somewhere, staring at that confirmation email or message, looking at the date, tracing the time. Their mind is racing. What will they wear? What will they say first? What if you're cold? What if you're guarded? What if you're still hurting? They imagine you opening the door. They imagine the smell of the room, the air, the lighting. They imagine your posture, your body language, your eyes. Their heart beats faster at the thought. They're writing things down, maybe in a notes app, maybe in a notebook, maybe on scraps of paper. They write the words they want to say, because they're afraid they'll forget everything when they see you. "I'm sorry. I was wrong. You never deserved the way I handled things. I didn't know how to love myself, that's why I didn't know how to love you properly. But I've been working on myself. Not just for you, but for me. And now I want to show up for you from a healed place, not a wounded one." Don't skip. Stay with this. The universe has been pressuring them gently. Synchronicities everywhere. Your name popping up unexpectedly. Songs that sound like they were written about the two of you. Numbers that remind them of important dates. Dreams where you appear and say nothing, just look at them with eyes full of unspoken truth. They wake up from those dreams with a heaviness in their chest and a knowing, I can't keep pretending this isn't real. The more they try to distract themselves, the more the universe loops them back to you. It's not obsession. It's alignment. You are part of their soul path. Not as a fantasy, but as a mirror, a catalyst, a lesson, a love. Don't skip. You, too, have felt this pressure. Your intuition has been louder. Your dreams more vivid. Your energy more sensitive. Some nights you felt random sadness without a clear reason. Some days you've had sudden waves of peace, like something is resolving in the unseen. You've been feeling that something is shifting, but you can't quite name it. That's because your person is energetically moving toward you. Preparing. Choosing. Aligning. And your soul can feel the approaching wave before it physically reaches shore. My beloved soul, something huge is waiting for you. This room they booked. It symbolizes more than a conversation. It symbolizes, I choose effort now. I choose clarity now. I choose to face you, not avoid you. They are not coming to that room to confuse you further. They are not coming to feed you crumbs. They are not coming to play mind games. They are coming to offer you closure, if that is what you need. Clarity, if your heart has been stuck in questions. Commitment, if both of you still want this. They want to put the truth on the table and say, here it is. All of it. Unfiltered. No more guessing. Don't skip. Your person has changed more than you know. They've seen you grow. They've watched you reclaim your power. And instead of just being intimidated, they've been inspired. They want to rise to your level now. Not to impress you, but because being around your energy made them see the kind of life, love, and honesty they actually want. They told someone, when I think of them being with someone else. It hurts, but not just in a jealous way. It hurts because I know someone else might give them what I was too scared to. Someone else will hold their hand in public, post them proudly, check on their heart, show up when they say they will. And I'll have to live with knowing I had that chance and froze. That thought is their wake-up call. The universe whispered, move now, or be moved out of their way. Stand up, or let someone else step in. You cannot have their energy and your ego at the same time. So they are choosing. Slowly. Shakily. But choosing. Don't skip. Stay with this until the end. Because what you're feeling isn't random. Your heart has been both softening and hardening. Softening toward love, hardening toward anything less than truth. You're no longer available for half effort, for almost love, for excuses and confusion. You are ready for clarity. Even if it hurts for a moment. Even if it means walking away with your head high. And because you are ready, the universe is orchestrating a moment that serves your highest good. That room is part of that orchestration. In that space, you will have the chance to ask what you've always wanted to ask. Say what you never got to say. Hear what they never had the courage to admit. You will see their eyes when they speak. You will feel their energy as they apologize, explain, confess. No text can replace that. No call can carry the same frequency. No social media story can tell you what their trembling voice in a quiet room will reveal. My beloved soul, something big is waiting for you. They are practicing right now. How do I start? Do I begin with a joke to ease the tension? Do I say their names softly and then go quiet? Do I apologize first? Do I tell them I've missed them, or is that selfish? They keep rehearsing. They imagine your reactions. They imagine your silence. They imagine your tears. They pray, in their own way, that you will at least listen. They whisper to themselves, I hope they give me one more chance to show who I really am now. I hope they see that I'm trying. I hope I'm not too late. Don't skip. You might be asking yourself, will this really happen? Is this truly for me, or is it just a nice story? But your soul already knows the answer. This message found you when you needed a sign that something is shifting. And here it is, detailed, specific, resonant. Your person is not perfect. They may still stumble over their words. They may still be clumsy in love. But this, booking that room, planning that meeting, choosing that courage, is their way of showing, I'm done being a runner. I'm done pretending I don't feel this. I'm done watching from afar while fear calls the shots. My beloved soul, listen. When you walk into that room, if you choose to, you are not walking into the past. You are stepping into a new timeline. You will feel the weight of everything unsaid and the possibility of everything finally said. You will see them, not just as the person who hurt you, but as the person who has been hurting too, quietly, secretly, in ways they hid even from themselves. You will have a choice. To forgive or not. To rebuild or release. To trust again slowly or to close that chapter for good. But this time, you will choose from clarity, not from confusion. That is the gift of this destined conversation. Don't skip. Your person wants to tell you, you were never the problem. Your love was never too much. Your standards were never unfair. I was unhealed. I was afraid. I was trying to protect a heart that had already been broken long before you arrived. So when you came with real love, I didn't know what to do with it. I misread it. I mistrusted it. I thought it would turn into the same pain I'd always known. But when I pulled away, when I broke your heart, I realized something. Losing you hurt worse than any past heartbreak I was bracing for. Because this time, I knew I hurt someone who didn't deserve it. I hurt my safe place. I hurt my home. They want to say, I've been healing. Not perfectly, not linearly, but genuinely. I've been facing my patterns. I've been learning about attachment, trauma, communication, responsibility. I've been unlearning my impulse to shut down. I've been imagining what it would mean to show up for you from a mature, honest, accountable place. And now, here I am. Booking this room. Booking this moment. Choosing you with action, not just fantasy. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the end isn't an end at all. It is a beginning. Your story with this person is not over. It might transform. It might deepen. It might close one chapter and open another, whether together or separately. But it is not ending on confusion. Not ending on silence. Not ending on, what if? This room is where, what if, becomes, here's what is. You have been prepared for this. Every delay. Every tear. Every lonely night. Every time you chose yourself, even when it hurt. Every time you walked away instead of begging. Every boundary you reinforced. All of it was shaping you into someone who could handle the truth, someone who can sit in that room, look them in the eyes, and know your worth regardless of what they say. And because you have integrated that worth, the universe can finally bring this conversation to your doorstep. Don't skip. Feel the shift in the air around you, even now. The anticipation. The inner knowing. Your person is moving. The universe is aligning. The room is waiting. Your soul is ready. My beloved soul, stop scrolling. Stay present. Your person has finally booked that room for you. They told their friends you are their irreplaceable one, their home, their mirror, their awakening. Something huge is waiting for you, not just in that room, but in the truth that will be spoken there. When the universe brings this moment to you, you will understand why it took this long, why other connections fell away, why your heart never fully let go. Because this was never just about romance. It was about awakening. About two souls meeting, triggering each other, separating to heal, and then being offered a chance, just a chance, to come back together in a higher, truer form. The room is ready. Their heart is learning to be. And your soul has already been prepared. Don't skip. Don't rush. Breathe into the possibility. Your story is not ending. It is turning a page. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved soul.